Esther Ann Abraham, also known as Pramila, was the winner of the first Miss India pageant in 1947.
And she was from Karachi, from Pakistan. There were Jews living in Pakistan. Morarji Desai, who was the chief minister of Bombay back in the day, had her arrested because he suspected that she was spying for Pakistan due to her constant travels to the country. Did you know the first ever Miss India was an Indian Jew? Namaskar, Shalom, and welcome. My name is Ravital Moses, aka Moses in Israel, your favorite Indian Jew, born and raised in India and now living in Israel. And my goal is to bridge India and Israel one video at a time. And today we are going to be talking about the contributions of a very special Indian Jewish person.
Was the first Miss India Jewish? Esther Ann Abraham, also known as Pramila, was the winner of the first Miss India pageant in 1947, while pregnant with her fifth child. She was an actress, model, stuntwoman, film producer, and a Baghdadi Jew. Esther was born in 1916 in Kolkata to Reuben Abraham, a businessman from Kolkata, and Matilda Isaac, who was from Karachi. Esther was a brilliant scholar, winning 6 art diplomas from London and becoming the headmistress of Talmud Torah Jewish Boys' School, before becoming a film star and being named the first Miss India in 1947.
Wow, that is a lot of information. So let me break it down for you. For those of you who don't know, India hosted its first Miss India pageant in 1947, and the person to win that was an Indian Jew, and her name was Esther Victoria Abraham. Let's talk about her story for a second, okay? So her full name was Esther Victoria Abraham, but her stage name was Pramila. She was not just the winner of Miss India, but she was also an Indian actress, a model, and she also started her own production company. How cool is that? And that too, like, thinking about this, like a woman doing this back in the time, as impossible as it might sound, there is somebody who did it, and I'm sure there are many more. It's just like we're talking about her specifically. So it makes me very happy. Pramila was born in 1916 in Calcutta, now called as Kolkata, to a Baghdadi Jewish family. She was the daughter of Reuben Abraham. He was a Jewish businessman in Kolkata, and she was born to his second wife, called as Matilda Isaac, and she was from Karachi, from Pakistan. There were Jews living in Pakistan, and I believe that there is one Jewish man alive in Pakistan. At least that was the last thing I read. I don't know how true it is. If you know any Pakistani Jews, can you please let me know? Or if you know anybody who still lives there, I would love to get them on board and talk about their life, because I am intrigued. How would they live as a Jewish person in Pakistan? But coming back to Pramila had 3 older half siblings. Like, her father was married and she was the child of the second wife. So she had 3 older siblings, and then she had 5 other siblings from her own mother. Quite a big family. Back in the time, it was just like having big families was a thing. Now that we talk about in India, like 1 or 2 kids is more than enough. People don't have more kids. I think we know the reasons. Here in Israel, people would encourage you to have a big family. Like, I talk to so many people here, they're like, minimum 4 to chahiye. But 4? Bhai. Now that I think about it, I'm like, bro, like 4 kids minimum, minimum. 3 या 4 होने ही चाहिए. But that's just the way it is here now. But yeah, coming back to Pramila, she was not. But before she got into this pageant thing, she got a degree from the University of Cambridge, and she worked as a school teacher. How cool is that? Talking about Pramila's personal life, what they say was she was 31 and she was pregnant with a 5th child when she was participating in this pageant, and when she won the title, it was like fabulous. And Pramila was also married twice, right? At the age of 17, she was married to a Marwadi gentleman. I don't remember his name. If you do, go down in the comment section, let me know. After that, I think at 22, she got married to a Muslim man. I believe his name was like Saeed Hassan Ali Zaidi. Well, that's a long name, but I believe that was his name. And he also had a stage name. I believe it was Kumar. And then because she was getting married to a Muslim man, she had to give up Judaism and she converted to Islam. They had kids, and then she started her own production company. It's called Silver Productions. So she also became like the first major woman film producer in India with over 16 films under the banner of Silver Productions. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to tell you is not widely spoken, but from what I understood and have been reading is Morarji Desai, who was the chief minister of Bombay back in the day, had her arrested because he suspected that she was spying for Pakistan due to her constant travels to the country. And then later on, it came to light that she traveled often to promote her films. And also, keep in mind, later, I mean, she was married to this Muslim guy, right? I think they got separated, and he took the kids to Pakistan. Clearly, she went to meet her family and also promote her films. This woman set a bar for a lot of other women in the country. She was Free India's first Miss India. I think it's a very special title to hold. Women in any sort of careers like modeling, films, was looked down upon and was not popular. So to be able to have somebody start that trend, I think it's like amazing. So to have an Indian Jew do the trailblazing is like a pat on the back for the Indian Jewish community. So I'm very proud to be talking about this woman. I would have been very happy, if she was alive. She actually passed away on 6th August 2006, but I would have been very happy to bring her on Moses in Israel. It would have been such an honor to speak about her POV and her experiences and her inside stories of what she went through. Seems like she lived her life on her own terms. Again, life for women back in the day was not easy in terms of what they wanted to do, freedom, multiple marriages, multiple kids. It's just not a very conventional life path. The contributions of Indian Jews in the Indian community and towards India have been huge and are talked about even today. So it makes me very happy to be a part of such a community. For people who have been watching me, if you still are not a part of my membership, which is absolutely free, go down in the comment section. It's also in my description, by the way. Click, it's a free membership, and you get a free newsletter every week in your inbox. And I have recently launched multiple online events where you get to meet different people from the world of India and Israel, and I'm trying to make this as accessible as possible. That's it for today. In the meantime, stay safe, watch the right content, and I'll see you next time.